Hey folks, I'm your host, the coach. It's game time. It's Ultimate Team. It doesn't get any better than this. Let's get back to Brandon and Charles for the call.
Thank you, Coach. We start this challenge off in quarter number 3 with over 4 minutes left. You're trailing by 4. You've got the ball on your own 15-yard line. As we get set here, 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Paul bringing it in. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a first carry for their fullback. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
Over the middle, complete. It's Holt. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. From the 22, Mahomes. He finds his target, Becker. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 19 on the last play, 19 more here, and another first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. A 3-yard touchdown run. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
We got this.
So here is the home side to take over on offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. On 2nd down, Johnson. And some room to work. He's got daylight. The 30. 10. Touchdown. Kerryon Johnson. 71 yards. And his guys have taken the lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
So that about as lengthy a drive as you're ever going to see. And the touchdown run came from Kerryon Johnson to cap things off. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. First down, a run with Cohen. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Welcome back live to Orlando as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. Mahomes firing complete. And a huge play that time. 42 yards. Well, how about the passing numbers so far on this first drive?
Well, no doubt about it. They're flinging it around pretty successfully. And look at the start. The confidence level that we see in him rising because he's hit a few early. And how about the last one? The big shot right there.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. It was Kenny Vaccaro there to get a hand on that one. Looking to throw on second down. Mahomes. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Jamar Taylor there on the coverage.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find...
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. It's Clay Matthews with a pick. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score, and he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. There's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. To throw on 3rd down. Hill. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Throw left side complete. That's Holt. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And he's got it. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Well done. You've defeated this ultimate challenge. Now, if there are stars still available, you can always replay the challenge again. Otherwise...
Hello there, it's the coach with you here today, and this is an ultimate challenge. Taking you the rest of the way, here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Brandon.
Coach, this challenge begins in the second quarter with over 4 minutes to go. You're down 10 points. You have the ball inside your own 10, and it's 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. CD, with that incompletion, let's talk AFC playoff picture. I think you and I agree that if you put together any sort of power rankings, we'd put Baltimore number 1, certainly in the AFC. But you look ahead to the playoffs getting started on January 4th. Who do you see as their main competitor for that Lamar Hunt trophy?
Well, tradition and us not wanting to be wrong dictates that we say New England next, and rightly so because of the number of Lombardi trophies they've won, how they've always played at this time of year. But the bottom line to me is the prime contenders right now for Baltimore, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes has got it together. The defense is playing better. And Buffalo really showed me something when they beat Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh on a Sunday night in Week 15.
Mahomes going to throw. And this is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. On 2nd down now, it's Johnson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. The offense on 3rd down, they've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and goal. Now Hill, and that will be incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today.
A 27-yard attempt.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will stretch the lead up to 13. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
Well, with that incompletion, you know, Charles, one of the big storylines in the final few weeks of the season lies in the AFC South. Tennessee and Houston battling back and forth. Houston won round 1, week 15, a victory in Nashville. But which of those two teams do you think has the potential to go deeper in the playoffs?
Well, Tennessee just lost at home to Houston, and now we'll have to go on the road to play them again in Week 17. So I would say, on the surface, you would think Houston. They have the quarterback as well in Deshaun Watson that scares everyone. But I'm picking Tennessee as the team that could go deeper because of their defense. That's really a top 5 defense on any given Sunday. Their ability to rush the passer, their ability to play the ball in the air. I like that Tennessee team, and I think Ryan Tannehill, the switch to him at quarterback has really energized that club.
12 yards there and a 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest, you can draft the most athletic guys, but if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, he'll force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it first. And this is caught. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. First down now, but the clock continues to move. And again, it's Mahomes. And it's caught. Touchdown. From a yard out, as his guys are back within a single score. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To the air again. Hill. His throw incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. Well, let's get back to the playoff picture. We talked about the AFC. Let's look at the NFC. That race starting to come into focus. We know most of the teams. Seahawks, 49ers, Saints, and Packers all in. Vikings in good shape. How do you handicap this race? It seems like anyone can beat anyone.
I think you're spot on, because if you were going into the playoffs with these teams that we're going to talk about, who would you make the absolute favorite? It could be anyone, right? It could be Seattle. It could be San Francisco. It could be New Orleans. I know Minnesota's probably going to come in as a wild card. Green Bay will come in as a division champ, it looks like. But bottom line is, Dallas or Philadelphia's got to win the NFC East. And I don't know that anyone wants to go to their home field and play when they have to play in a divisional game. So when it comes to, when you get it all together, and maybe that would be a wild card, I would guess, because they'd be the 4th team in. But when you put it all together, it is absolutely wide open about who wins the NFC and represents for the Lombardi Trophy.
It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. Now he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the 2nd half. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Mahomes now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, Charles, while we have a second, we talked about the NFC playoff picture, but I wanted to get your thoughts on a hot topic right now in NFL circles. That's awarding a home game to every division winner, regardless of record. It's happened twice in this decade that we've seen a 7-9 team in Seattle get a home game and a 7-8-1 Carolina team get one. Where do you stand on this? Because there's a scenario where you could have a 13-win team from the NFC West traveling to face an 8-win team from the NFC East.
I know I'm a dinosaur on this one. Absolutely. I love the division champ getting a home game. I don't care what the record is, and I know it sounds wrong, and we're in this society now where everything has to be fair and right. And we would like that, and I would like that too for most big topics. But in sports, it's actually kind of cool when these things happen. Remember, Seattle at 7-9 hosted the defending Super Bowl champs New Orleans and beat them. That big Marshawn Lynch run that we'll remember forever. Carolina 7-8-1, they actually lost at home in their playoff game. So you don't know how it's going to turn. I like division champs winning it and getting a home game.
Welcome, everybody. I'm the coach. Up next, another ultimate challenge on EA Sports. Let's join this one already in progress. Here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, we will start this challenge off in the second quarter with 4 minutes left on the clock. We've got a tie ball game, 17 points apiece. Your opponent has the ball in their own territory. First and long. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets them a first down.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. To throw again. Hill throwing middle, but it's incomplete. George Kittle, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended receiver. But now it'll be third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Hill looks to throw. Rolling to his right. And an alley to run. And it's a touchdown. Taysom Hill with his second touchdown here in this first half, as they have taken the lead. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice gain.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go!
Tariq Cohen and the rest of the offense heading back out there. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Now Mahomes. It's caught. Beckham. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Let's go, D. Let's go, D.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. Mahomes now to throw. And that is incomplete. It was Kenny Vaccaro there to get a hand on that one.
These two offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on 3rd down.
They do go for it. It's Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Bilal Powell and his offensive mates retaking the field. A good job in the passing game. Decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlight. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tyrann Mathieu, normally known for the pass coverage, this time a sack.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Hill. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now, his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field. Try to make sure his teammates come along with him. And he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass. No interceptions for him personally to this point. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more. Here we go. 4th down, Mahomes. He finds Beckham complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. On first down, it's Johnson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. All right, you did it. You got the win. Congratulations. Keep that momentum going and tackle that next challenge.
I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. Let's send it down to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis for the call.
Coach, thank you. This challenge begins in the second quarter with less than 4 minutes on the clock. You're down 7. You have the ball on your own 20-yard line. 1st and 10. And the offense readies for a 1st down and 10.
I don't think you got it, son. Check safety, check safety.
15. Mike is 59. Mike the 59.
Record 61. Matchbox, light.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Cohen, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now after the loss, they come up 2nd and 11 from the 19-yard line. Throwing now is Mahomes. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Snatched by the safety, Ed Reed.
Ed Reed showing us why he was so prolific at picking off passes. And doesn't just pick them off, partner. He returns them. Although not on that play, but he does have 2 of the longest pick sixes in NFL history.
Yeah, he had one for 106 yards. That was back in 2004. And then he topped that, broke his own record in 2008 with a 108-yard return. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Here's Hill. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Adams. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Well, this is a good window right here, partner, to wish happy holidays to everybody out there in Madden Land, and happy holidays to you and yours as well.
Same to you. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, however you celebrate the holiday season.
Yeah, by the way, speaking of, what is your favorite holiday song? Because I know in the elevator on the way up, we heard Feliz Navidad, and you went into the fetal position.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I mean, I feel bad about that because, you know, it's a big hit and all, but it's not my favorite. Silver Bells is done by some.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. All right, not the result that you were hoping for. Don't sweat it, though. You can replay the challenge right now. And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10. Mahomes now on 1st down. Flush to his right. The throw taken in by Sims. And they work this